Hello guys, pleasure to be here, GRTV. It's actually an addendum to my initial audience video, part 2. Looking into what affects people, what moves people. People don't want you to be envious of them. They want a confident person to admire them, to visually either glance at them, smile at them, AQ, a compliment, whatever. That's what people want. Alright, so let's celebrate each other. Instead of, obviously you don't have to celebrate what you don't like or what you disapprove of. Like, for example, you may not want to celebrate certain things. Maybe people are bad in different ways, but if there's some way you can find a way to connect with somebody, I think it's a nice thing. Like, for instance, even a rude person, you could maybe they like to work out at the gym a lot, and you could compliment them for that. You know what I mean? And in this way, we're learning from each other, but learning specifically stuff that people are good at. Like, you see what I mean? Like, you're learning something that you can see that somebody is successful and competent at, and you're not just, if they say that they're good at something but they're not, then you recognize that. And if they're not good at something, then that doesn't disqualify them from not being good at something else. That considered, another issue is this idea of authority. Labeling somebody your authority, it's subconsciously, like if I labeled someone a grandparent, it would subconsciously program me to restrict what I do to what they would approve of. So for example, my idea of celebrating and looking at women, if I was to label somebody a quote-unquote grandmother or mother or aunt, whatever, even sister, in the sense of that they're like somehow I'm obligated to them, and if they didn't like the idea then of me looking at women, then what I might do is I might not look at women or not talk about pussy, or how you have to be focused and build up energy in order to be really looking forward to loving your woman, giving her orally pleasuring her, etc. And what I mean by that, okay, is it takes focus. And the mistake people make, the ego makes, is thinking that it's a display of power and ability to just try to seduce men or women, whatever they do, various partners. What is a show of display of power is actually when you engage in self-control and devote your energy exclusively to yourself and your dreams and your dream mate. That is a display of, that's impressive. That's something to get excited about. Lots of people find each other attractive, so it's of no great consequence when they seduce or do whatever they do with each other. It's special and noteworthy when they are able to control themselves and manage their desires. And I talk about that in the whole second chakra activation, masturbation, wearing a ring on your finger to indicate, commitment to yourself and your future dream mate. And remember, if somebody's not your dream mate and like you're labeling your girlfriend or whatever, then who are they? Who is that person? I dare say they're interfering with yourself and the process it takes to prepare, be ready, and be available for your dream mate. So, and I always include this caveat of, if you do want to have children, I recommend not having children until you're completely financially ready. And remember that you're gonna spiritually ready. You're not gonna have as much time to focus on finances and spirituality when you're working full time and in order to provide an income to raise a family. And so all that considered, right, I'm glad for your considerations. You know, this is these are some of the things I think about. Aloha.